How we all getting along today? Since I'm constantly bored and never have enough things to do, I've always looking for a new project to take on. So I've got a well up at the other farm. Back in the day in the 70s when the rural water came through, it was the latest and greatest, and everybody needed to switch over to rural water because it was, healthier and right thing to do. And then, so they got you on the rural water, and then they came through with a program that it's an environmentally friendly thing to do to cap all your wells, because that, lets things straight into the aquifer. And most people jumped on the bandwagon, like here at the house. There were 2 wells here, and they took it to cement those in, got some government money for doing it. And now they got you by the testicles because you no longer have those sources of water, and it costs about 10 grand to sink one of them now. So here you are paying by the gallon, and we're paying, twice what the people in town do for the same water, because it does have to travel distance, and there's overhead and all that good stuff. Well, you got your meter fees and all that good stuff. So I've got a place up there, and it had a water meter on it and all. It was usable and all, but it was at the end of the line. The water quality always sucked. I've even seen dead rodent parts come out of the meter because the meter jammed up one time, and there was a little skull and some bones and stuff in it. So it's got to be healthy water if it's coming from your local municipality. So I've long since abandoned that, but at times I find myself up there needing a little water. So I searched around and found there on the internet a 12-volt solar-powered submersible pump. And thank God my grandparents didn't cap the well. It's still there. It's got the foot valve and everything's still in it. It's about probably a 12-inch clay tile well. I think it's 48 foot deep, and I measured it the other day, and she's got about 12 to 14 foot of water in her, which is plenty of water for me to ever use. So back to my story here. Got me a well pump off the eBay. Wasn't very expensive. I washed it for a while, and they shot me an offer that was like $10 off. So I think I got the thing for like 50 bucks, 54 bucks, something like that. And I'm sure it's primo quality stuff straight out of our friend China, but it'll serve the purpose, or going to try to. So I spent the morning getting her wired up, hooked up, and all that good stuff. And it's got a hose barb fitting there on the top, and I already had some poly tubing. But I know the torque would cause that fitting to come unscrewed, so I built me a torque tamer there. And if you've watched me long enough, you'll see reoccurring themes of the things I use. If it ain't JB Weld, it's punch iron, and if it ain't punch iron, it's tile tape. Got my old go-to. So here we got some punch iron. I bent her over and squeezed her into the tabs and put some bolts on her. Got her all secured up. Got the black poly pipe on there with a couple of hose clamps. Then wrapped some tile tape around the black poly. Clamped her down with a radiator clamp so it wouldn't be scarring up the pipe and wouldn't wear a hole through it. So if this thing does have a tremendous amounts of torque, which I doubt if it does, that'll protect it. Also, it's not wise to support these things from your pipe or your electrical cord there. So I got me a piece of cable, galvanized aircraft cable threaded down through there, and put on with a pipe clamp and wrapped up nice and neat with some tile tape. So I got this thing ready to throw in the old hole there. And if you know anybody that's in a mood to dig some dirt, I do need to dig down about 3 foot all the way around that tile well and remove that old foot valve and take out the old plumbing and set me a new well cap in it to keep the snakes and critters from falling in the well. So if you're bored, give me a holler. I got a hole for you to dig. I'll watch and supply the beer. Y'all have a good Sunday. Catch you later.